Like snort.
You can ride with me. Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth back again with another video. This is the thing I was telling you about. How would I word this? Story time, I guess. The premise of the video would be giving you guys my full experience of previous life events. Funny, hectic, crazy, whatever the case may be. These are videos that are factual from my life experience. So like, there's pretty much videos that nobody would believe unless I told you and made a video for it. But there's gonna be some rules for this video. I'm only explaining this now because it's the first time I'm doing this. Let me know if you guys want to see this more and see a continuation of this series. But rules are simple. Number one, the people in this story, if there are multiple people, will all have different names, different aliases. It's just to be confidential. A lot of people don't want their government being put out there, and a lot of people aren't comfortable being on the internet. I get that. Me being a social influencer, I don't mind. So I'm explaining these stories. Everybody will have a different name. Second rule, it will have 1 to 2 to maybe 3, depending on how long these stories are, stories in each episode. And this is gonna be a fun thing to do. Rule number 3, enjoy yourselves, have fun, and really just get immersed in these stories, because I know these will sound crazy and these will sound hectic for sure. Before we dive in, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you love the Smooth Squad family, ring notification bell so you don't miss out on other content. Small little thing we're gonna do real quick. Do not recommend this to those, especially not the kids. This video won't be seen by kids. The most, I guess, viewers on my channel are from ages 18 to like 35, which is crazy. I love it. People ask me, because it's more, I guess, animated related content, that like it's gonna gravitate to kids more. But no, I don't. I make sure my videos are not for kids. It's always been that way. My ads and stuff won't allow me to check if, you know, the content doesn't meet, you know, I guess certain guidelines. But I gotta do this for a special occasion, for the story time. You guys that do delve in this type of thing, I'm not trying to get anybody to join in on this or do this, especially if you're underage. That's what I was getting at. Don't do this. This is just something that I do in my past, you know, time. With that being said, we're gonna hop into the first story.
From a car boat trip, it was me, my family members, and about 6 zips.
So me and my buddy Kyle enjoyed doing a lot of things, especially over the summer once school was out and we had the free time to be able to just mess around. At this point in life, 2016 or 2017, so I'm a teenager. I'm either 10th or 11th grade, and one of our pastimes over the weekends during the summer was going out at 3 a.m. riding bikes anywhere, whether it was going to see a movie, going out to Denny's, getting food, going messing around out in town, like whatever the case may be. At this time, a lot of things were still open past midnight, and you were able to enter these things, you know, 3 a.m. So like you were able to go and have these adventures and be out without having to worry about either your safety, a curfew, or, you know, other things. We decided to head out, ride our bikes through the town. We did this on an occasion, ride bikes around to figure out what we were gonna do. It was always like the start of our plans. At this point in particular day, we were like, you know what, let's find some gas, and it'll be smooth. It'll be easy. We're gonna ride around, have a good time, chill, which we did. We proceeded to go through the city, do our normal thing. Everything seemed normal. I don't know what told us to, but we said, you know what, let's pass through the cemetery. It was a shortcut to what we were doing, because at this point in time, we were trying to get back home, you know, before, like, I guess, the time we were allotted. And we thought, in our opinion, that going through the cemetery was a great idea. So we ride through the cemetery, And at this point, street lights are on, it's pitch black. We're going through like the windy road. Literally, at this point in time, I think we had our iPod, like 4th and 5th generation. If you guys remember that, that was a time period to be alive. One of us had an actual iPhone, you know, shining lights. It was very, very dim, but like we were able to at least see the path where we were going. Nothing was creepy, nothing was out of the ordinary. We didn't even think nothing of it. Till the lights really weren't working anymore. We decided to stop and be like, all right, let's walk our bikes through. Because at this point, we can't see, we're not trying to run into a head zone, run off and break something, mess ourselves up. So, you know, we're gonna chill. Could have mistaken it for a deer, which is what the likely thing was. There was no sound, like no voices, no sound, no nothing like that. Kid you not, we just couldn't really see, but like when you walk past something, you feel somebody's there. Feeling something in the dark dart across. Whew. We said, fuck that, and started skedaddling out of there. Ran with our bikes through. At this point, we're more farther out into the, you know, towards the exit, so we can see lights are getting up there. We hop back on and start pedaling out of there. It was one of the craziest moments, one of the craziest things that happened. To this day, we don't know what that was, and we're 9 times out of 10 just gonna take it as a deer or some form of just like giant animal that was roaming around. That atmosphere caught us off guard, and if it was to be something out of the ordinary, nobody really would believe it. Story number 1, out of the way. Let's hop on to the next one. We're gonna jump back in time. We'll keep around the same era. Story number 2, I'm walking home from school. There was 2 buddies of mine, Roger and Daniel. Roger was a very, very close person to me. And Daniel was a friend of his that I didn't know, but a friend of my friend is a friend of mine. We're walking home from school. Actually, this YouTube channel that I have right now, that I'm talking to you guys on right here, that we were talking about. Roger was hyping up to Daniel how the channel was going and the videos that I had, and Daniel really seemed interested and wanted to follow, and I think is a follower to this day. Shout out to you, bro. We get 10 minutes through our neighborhood. We walked at this time. There was RTS buses and the yellow buses that would allow you to take you home. My home didn't reach, I guess, the miles to be given a ride with the yellow bus, and I wasn't about to take the RTS bus. I just didn't have the funds. I really couldn't afford to do that on an everyday basis, and 2, that would take me downtown and it's extra steps. It would have been too much. Like, you know, probably about 5 minutes from home, and like we're talking to each other. I can't remember exactly what we were talking about, but we were conversating amongst each other, literally looking at each other, talking and walking. Vehicle is coming from our left side. 5 seconds later, the car comes to a halt. And all we hear is, "Hey, yo, who the fuck y'all looking at?" So we, you know, obviously we hear noise. Who buddy mad at? Who he looking at us? He says it again, and we were like, huh? We wasn't even looking at you. This random dude had to have been off of something. Me being the oldest of Roger and Daniel, I think I was a grade or 2 higher than them, tried to play the big, you know, big brother role in this scenario. I said, all right, bro. Same motion, same everything. All right, bro, like, keep going. I don't know if he took that as disrespect or as a threat. There's what reverses in the vehicle at this point. At this point, we could have ran. We should have ran. Literally in the middle of the road, just reverses up to us, comes out the car, and just lifts up his shirt, holding his piece. Like, just got it on the side, and he like, so like, what you say? What you trying to do? And I literally was like, nah, we chilling, bro. Like, he's like, all right, that's what I thought. Drove off. To this day, don't know if he was on something, tweaking, if he just genuinely seen one of us like, glance his way. That was something that was wild and crazy. And to this day, I look at it as just be careful, be mindful of my surroundings and where I go. But that was story number 2. I do think that's all the story time that we had though. This was really enjoyable. This was fun to do, and this was something that I really wanted to do for a while and hope you guys like enjoy and find cool. This is something that I look forward to doing on the channel on a regular basis alongside the reactions and alongside the music that I post. This was really enjoyable. Thank you guys for listening, sticking around. Tear Smooth out.